Something that starts just as a hobby can be way more than a hobby within just a few months or a few years when you learn more and you experience more of the hobby. For me, when I got into cars, it slowly became just more than cars. I met more people. I met people that I've wanted to be in my life with me for a while. I've met people that hated and all they cared about was status, and it just really depends on who you meet. I guess you could say I started my car journey at just 13, 14 years old. My mom blew up her old car, and that was going to become my car when I grew up. It was a 2002 Pontiac Bonneville. And then since then, I've had two more cars. And since owning all three of these cars and scrapping one of them and selling the other, I've realized it's a lot more than just a car. That first car that I just told you guys about, it wasn't really like what's it called? It wasn't that important to me. I never really had any memories with it. But the second car, 2013 Fiat 500, and that I had a lot of memories with that car. I beat that thing up a lot, and I miss that car to this day. Now I have a 2010 Toyota Prius. I haven't been able to drive that thing because actually I just got my license suspended, but that comes back in a few months, so don't worry, guys. I've always wanted to be in cars long term since I was younger, just because like I grew up around them. I would always help my dad work on cars and stuff, and that actually, that's the reason I love them. I started hearing all the cool cars, cool muscle cars, and it just slowly became something bigger as time flew by. As I grew up, I started to actually, tinker on them myself. Even before I got my own first car, I was tinkering on that Pontiac when my mom blew it up. And I realized when, if there's something that you're passionate about, you're probably going to want to meet people that are passionate about the same thing, you know? The people I've met around my journey, I've realized that, there's good people out there, but, there's a lot of people that will hate. There's a lot of people that really only care about status, and that kind of sucks because, I mean, when you meet those kind of people, they're going to try to, talk you down, say that whatever you're doing with your car is not right and that you could be doing stuff better, but you never want to listen to those type of people. You want to when you build something, you want to build it for yourself. You don't want to build it for other people because, when you build stuff for other people and just please others, then what if you don't like the car yourself? But when you get into that realization that, you didn't build this for yourself, you build it for others, that's when you should take initiative and do what you want, build what you want. Don't think about or care about what others say. Just do what you want. Then there have been the people that just want to see me succeed, and I appreciate all of those people. Having people there for you, which not everyone has someone there for them to, tell them that they're doing good and tell them to keep going. But when you have someone like that, it really does help with your journey and like it does help with when you want to continue on and keep going. Then after, I stopped caring about what others thought and started to do what I wanted to. I started to realize what cars I'm actually really into, which I'm gonna be honest, I might get clowned for this, but I'm into the smaller cars like the hatchbacks, like, Civics, Abarth 500, that's one of my dream cars. And also other just small cars. I mean, I'm not talking about like a smart car though, because if I ever see a smart car go on the road, sometimes I kind of just want to pit it because those things are the most ugly things ever. I'm sorry. For me, so far, I've learned that cars are also kind of an escape from everything else for me. I've had, like a lot of times where I just feel down, and if I just, tinker on a car or even go on a little drive like that, that does end up helping a lot. But I never advise anyone to drive when they're really upset. If I'm really upset, I won't drive. But if I'm just, a little aggravated or a little anxious about something, I will take my car on the back roads and, just cruise for a little bit, not even speed, not even go 5 over, just hit the cruise control button and listen to music, and that honestly helps. What you should take away from that is build your car for you and not everyone else. If you want to enjoy a car and want to enjoy driving it, you're going to want to, have what you want in your interior. Like, don't just copy everyone else in your interior. Just make your whole entire car for you. I mean, get that gear shifter that you might think's quirky. Just do it for your liking and make sure it's something that you enjoy driving long term, and you should be set. Now moving on to the money. Cars can be pretty expensive. Maintaining them, doing any of the mods you want to, even buying a car, that is all really, really expensive right now in this current economy. Even just registering a car and getting it insured, that can get really expensive depending on the car. If it's like a sports car, insurance is going to be high. And even registering a car, registering any type of car, like it's going to be at $400 to $500 sometimes depending on the state you live in. Insuring a 2010 Prius, that was around $250, and I was young when I insured it. I was 16 when I insured it. I'm 18 now. But yeah, it has gone up and stuff too because of my tickets. So I currently do have myself off the insurance just because I am not currently driving for 2.5 months. But that stuff can get really, really expensive. You also have to keep in mind gas. If you're gonna want to drive a lot and if you're gonna want to enjoy your car, and if you have a car that is a gas guzzler, you have to keep in mind gas is expensive. Gas has been rising and it has been going down a little bit recently, but there is a month or 2 months ago where it was $2 more than it was right now. And I'm really glad it did dip down in price because I do drive a lot when I did drive. But yeah, even if you want to get simple cosmetic parts, those are probably going to be expensive too. All that carbon fiber you want, if you want to get real genuine carbon fiber, even a front splitter is going to cost you a few $100s. You want to get a carbon fiber hood? Yeah, we'll be prepared to spend 5 grand on a hood. The biggest four financial things you should think about when you're trying to go on a car journey is save your money. Don't finance just because you can, because you will and probably can put yourself in a really, 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 really deep hole that you won't be able to get out. Think before you buy. Think, do I really need this? Do I really want this? Is it going to last me in the long term? And buy things that you value, not what others value. So it kind of goes with building your car. Don't buy it because a lot of other people are buying it. Buy a car that you want, that you enjoy, not just because others enjoy it, not just because you see that car everywhere and because you think it's, just the best car out there. You never want to go for that. There's no best car out there, but there is a best car for you and your liking. And I hope this YouTube journey goes well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.